Tonight on The Real Hustle, Jess goes undercover in a pub to swindle the drinkers.
You don't have 2 10s for 20, do you, by any chance?
The boys are feeling flush as they hustle a poker game.
We were done like a kipper.
And we reveal how con men can add thousands to your mobile phone bills.
Just been done.
This is The Real Hustle. We're going to uncover the secrets behind the most popular scams being carried out by con artists in Britain today. Our real hustlers are Alex, a confidence trickster, Jess, a sexy swindler, and Paul, the scam artist. They've been travelling the UK to demonstrate to our hidden cameras exactly how the cons work. All the people in this show have been hustled for real, and after being given their money back, they agreed that the footage could be shown so that you can avoid being ripped off by the same scams.
The best scams are so natural that you'd never think twice. But as you're about to see, you shouldn't take anything for granted.
Jess is planning a night out, but she's got no money. She needs some cash for booze, and fast. Most of us spend more than £1,000 a year in pubs and bars, and in this scam, Jess aims to get her hands on some of it. She's going to walk into this pub and people are willingly going to give her their money. How will she do it? Watch closely. This is the Bogus Barmaid. The disguise is simple. Jess slips into a black outfit which will easily pass as a bartender's uniform. Back in the pub, Jess needs one more convincing prop to make people think she works there. And there's nothing better than a couple of empty pint pots. In case anything goes wrong, she checks her escape route through the side door of the pub before she heads upstairs for her first hit. The Bogus Barmaid scam has begun, and the clock is ticking. The hustle is simple, but requires bravado, and lots of it.
Hi, sorry to interrupt the conversation. I just wondered if you could just help us out. We're running a bit low on the till flow downstairs and upstairs. You don't have 2 10s for 20, do you, by any chance? No. Or 2 5s for a 10? Or...
Believing she really does need change for the bar, they hand over 2 10s thinking they're going to get the money back.
Change the float in the till. That's lovely. Wicked.
And that's another tenner, a quick £30.
Right, we're back in 2 minutes.
The Marks have no idea they've just been hustled. Jess makes her way downstairs, pocketing the cash as she goes. But instead of going to the bar, she quickly targets some more punters and gives them the same spiel, asking for change for the till.
Hi, sorry to interrupt you all. I just wondered if you just help us out a bit. We're running a bit low in cash in both of the tills, upstairs and downstairs. Just wondering if you had 2 10s for 20. Or we'll get you a free round of drinks and everything to help us out. It'd be really, really good. Anything that we've got, we're really, really struggling right now because we're quite busy.
Wanting to help the changeless barmaid, the Marks start counting their cash.
Anything that we've got. That's great, thank you.
That's 20, and another 20, and 2 50s. The Marks are practically throwing their money at her. Incredibly, that's £140 from one table, making a total of £170 scammed so far. Jess has done well, but it's only a matter of time till someone realises that she doesn't work there, so she starts to make her escape. But on the way, she decides to go for one more hit. This is risky.
I'm really sorry to interrupt you. We're running a bit low with 5s and 10s in both tills. You don't have 2 5s for a 10, do you, by any chance?
5s.
That's brilliant. Thank you ever so much. That's great.
Another £5. That's her cab fare home sorted. Her props have served her well, but she no longer needs the pint pots. She leaves them by the side exit and makes good her escape. She's pocketed £175 for just over 2 minutes' work. Not bad for a bar job. As Jess heads out for the night, we return to the bar to blow her cover.
I gave her 2 £10 notes, Sean gave her 2 £10 notes, and another friend of ours gave 2 £50 notes. She said, I'll bring you a round of drinks and bring your change back to you.
We had £5 in coins, and we just gave it to her. And she said, I'm coming back. If you want some drinks or something, I'll come back and you just tell me.
If you're on the street, you'd probably say no, but because she was like collecting glasses, I just assumed she worked here, so.
Very convincing.
She looked really someone who works in the bar.
And we're all sitting there going, oh, I wonder if she's going to do the runner. Nah, she's a bartender.
Thanks ever so much, really appreciate it.
One of my friends said, well, she's been gone a few minutes. I think we've been robbed here. I think it'll be a bit more wary next time. Definitely. Not as trusting.
If you are approached by someone posing to be a member of bar staff, don't hand over the money there and then. If you want to help them out and exchange it, go to the till with them. You'll soon verify whether or not they are a member of bar staff.
The psychology behind the bogus barman is fitting in. So Jess is walking around picking up glasses, emptying ashtrays. That's not arousing any suspicion. To the bar staff, she looks as if she's a helpful customer returning her own glasses back. To the people who are just having a drink there, she looks like she's working there. Also, you have the people who are there, the marks. They're drinking, they're a little bit more relaxed, they're not as alert as they might be.
Just use your common sense. If someone comes up to you and says, can I have some money? No matter what the reason is, think twice. It's bad enough when someone leaves a restaurant without paying, but it's even worse when you get stuck with the bill.
It's early evening and Paul is feeling peckish. Armed with a book for company and his wallet, the only thing he hasn't got is any dinner money. He's looking for some fellow diners to be his meal ticket. This is the BH Wallet Scam. Paul has chosen a Mexican restaurant and our hidden cameras are rigged inside. He has expensive tastes. He orders the priciest dishes on the menu. But what the waiter doesn't know is that Paul has no intention of paying for them.
Ceviche de Camarón.
He begins with an appetizer of prawns with avocado slices and tortilla chips. And that's beef medallions with all the trimmings. For dessert, it's lemon sorbet. Just like Paul, the restaurant is beginning to fill up nicely, and the waitress brings 3 unsuspecting diners to sit at the table next to him. Paul clocks them. He's found his marks. They don't know it yet, but they are going to pay for Paul's slap-up meal. He lets them settle in and finishes his coffee. It's now time to put the scam into action. But how will he do it? He's found a wallet.
Excuse me,
No, it's not.
No?
It's
going well. The mark has no idea he's being set up.
It's not yours, no?
No.
All right, I'll hand it in. Sorry. Sorry, what's your name?
Anthony.
Anthony, can you put your hand up so they know where I found it? Because it must have been the people that were here before, yeah? Thanks.
Paul heads to the waitress to hand in the wallet. He tries to get the mark's attention from across the restaurant.
Anthony.
The mark waves back, highlighting where the wallet was found. Let's see that again.
Anthony.
Because this is the crucial moment in the scam. After this, the waitress lets Paul walk out without paying for a thing. Paul disappears into the night with a full stomach and, just as important for a scam artist, a full wallet. But when the waitress brings the bill, the mark is in for a shock. They realise they've been conned.
How much? I don't know. Okay, so what have we had? These three and
These are 3 drinks and
the nachos.
Yeah.
10, £16.
So how did Paul manage to walk out of the restaurant, leaving his fellow diners to pick up the bill?
Why don't you come over and do this?
Let's rewind and take a closer look. Step 1 was to make the Marks believe he found a wallet under their table. This was his own wallet, which he dropped as he walked past. Easily done.
Yeah, it's not yours, no? Right.
Step 2, get the Marks' name.
Sorry, what's your name? Anthony. Can you put your hand up so they know where I found it? Because it must have been the people that were here before, yeah? Thanks.
Then, when Paul heads to the waitress, instead of mentioning the wallet, he convinces her that the Mark is known to him and willing to pay his bill.
Could I have my the bill from my table? And could you give it to the table beside mine? That's my brother's friend. He's going to pay for it. Anthony.
By addressing the Mark by name, the story looks believable, and the waitress has no reason to suspect otherwise.
Anthony.
And that's it. The Mark has unknowingly just waved goodbye to a cheap night out. Paul leaves the restaurant and the Mark is stung for the bill. Dinner that should have cost him £16 now costs him £52. He came in for a nice meal and leaves with a bad taste in his mouth.
It's the worst night ever. I got done. The fellas obviously tricked me by saying, right, there's a wallet down there, I'm going to go and hand it in.
Can you put your hand up so they know where I found it? Because it must have been the people that were here before, yeah?
He told me that the guy, he had to pay because he's a friend or brother or something like that. I didn't remember.
That's my brother's friend. He's going to pay for it. Anthony.
I have to say hello, the other guy say hello, I say okay. So I take the bill and say you have to pay for the guy next table.
I was just like, are you having a laugh?
It's come to £52.
5 pence.
5 pence, expensive nachos.
The Mark may talk his way out of paying for Paul's meal, but if he doesn't pay, then the waitress will probably have to.
This scam relies on a single gesture, and that's when Paul waves at the people in the restaurant. See, that gesture has got a completely different meaning to the waitress and a completely different meaning to the people in the restaurant. The waitress thinks that's the group of people who are going to be picking up Paul's bill, whereas they think they're being helpful in alerting the waitress and telling her this is where the wallet came from. So you combine that misunderstanding and you get a great effect.
If you work in a restaurant, then watch out for situations like this. But if you ever have any concerns, you can always confirm with the people at the table first that they are going to pay for the other person's bill.
Still to come on The Real Hustle. We target your mobile phones.
The only thing I can think of is probably that girl who took my phone. She must have done something or sent a text message to somebody.
And we raise the stakes as we scam the poker players.
I don't want to play with someone like you who accuses me of cheating.
Remember, all the people in this show have been hustled for real. The Real Hustlers are going to show you how to win some free drinks off your mates by using proposition bets on some unsuspecting customers in this bar. The proposition bet suckers you in as it's a bet on an event or outcome that you believe can only go one way. And it always does go one way, the hustler's way. So watch and learn. These friends are enjoying a drink down their local, but Alex has marked them out to buy him, Paul and Jess a round of drinks.
Look, I'm going to use this beer bottle and I'm going to use £20 note. Look, we're going to put the beer bottle on top of the 20 like that. But the rule is this, you've got to get the 20 from underneath the beer bottle, but you can't touch the beer bottle and the beer bottle can't fall over. Jess, you look as if you can handle this one.
I don't think I'm quick enough.
I think I can do it. Can you try?
Okay, give it a try. I'll put my hands just here so we don't break anything. Are you going to go magician's thing, yank it out?
I think that's the best tactic.
Go for it. See, I've become good at grabbing the bottle. One more time. Do you know what you want to have a go? There is a way to do it. Tell me what you're going to do. I'm scared.
Well, I was thinking of trying to fold it somehow, but I don't know that that's going to work.
Go for it. Go for it. Do whatever.
I'll just try, I think, the yanking.
Oh. Okay, look. For a round of drinks, I'll show you how it's done. And think of it this way. If you're buying me a round of drinks now, if you do it to your friends, they'll buy you a round of drinks. It's true. You ready?
Yeah.
You're going to hate it when you see this. Janelle, you're going to kick yourself. See, I'm not touching the bottle.
You were so close.
I'm not touching the bottle. No, I haven't done it yet. There we go. Now you can use this.
Mobile phones have always been targeted by thieves and hackers alike. Now, hustlers have found a new way to use your phone to line their pockets.
Over 40 million Britons own a mobile phone, making them a great target for hustlers. Jess has come to a busy city street to make some money from your mobiles. All she needs to do is persuade a few passers-by to lend her their phone. This is the text message trap. Posing as a lost tourist, Jess soon finds a victim.
Excuse me. Hi, sorry to bother you. I was wondering if you could help me, please. I'm a little bit lost. I'm meant to be meeting my sister here somewhere, and I can't remember where she said. My phone's completely run out of battery. I don't suppose I could borrow your phone to send a quick text, could I? Yeah, just to send her a quick text so she can call me.
Yeah. But Jess doesn't want him looking over her shoulder.
Do you know what the name of the street is by any chance?
The street, I think this is...
She has successfully diverted the mark's attention,
And where's the nearest tube station, do you know?
so she can send the text without him seeing exactly what she's doing.
Thank you ever so much. I really appreciate it. Bye. Have a nice day.
The mark leaves thinking he's done a good deed and suspecting nothing. It's a lot of trouble to go to send a text, but soon it'll be making her a lot of money. In no time, Jess has another phone.
Thank you ever so much for this anyway. I've just been waiting here for so long. I must have really not got my phone. That's great. I'm done. Thank you ever so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.
This woman joins the growing list of victims. But victims of what? We caught up with them to check out exactly what Jess was up to.
Thank you for subscribing to the TRH joke line.
Which is going to charge them £2.50 per text.
A minimum 12 months contract. So that's every text.
The Real Hustle joke line is no laughing matter. This contract will cost them nearly £1,000 a year, and they are notoriously hard to cancel. And who do you think pockets the money from this premium text service?
The only thing I can think of is probably that girl who took my phone. She must have done something or sent a text message to somebody.
Just been done. Oh no.
The problem with scams like this is that when you're signed up for one of these tariffs, it's incredibly difficult to get out of. And while you're trying to unsubscribe, you're still being billed every month. Basically, my advice is don't loan your phone to strangers, even if they look like Jess. A great scam lets the mark think that he has the upper hand, but when you're playing against cheats, nothing is what it seems. I win.
A gambling bug is sweeping the nation, and tonight there's a poker session taking place upstairs in this pub. Paul and Alex are going to pay it a visit and ruin it for everyone. Inside, our hidden cameras are rigged so you won't miss a single turn of the cards. Paul leaves Alex outside as he finds a table to join.
How you doing, Paul? All right. John L.
It's important that our hustlers pretend not to know each other as they secretly work as a team to scam the table. 10 minutes later, Alex stumbles into the game Paul has selected, and Alex appears to be very, very drunk.
Nice to meet you, Paul. Dealer's choice.
It's time to play a classic gambling scam. Drunken poker.
Right.
Poker is a serious game played for serious money.
You just cut me.
But Alex seems more interested in irritating the other players than in winning hands.
It's not the best poker face. Did you not see that coming? Next time you get that hand, put a lot of money in. Excuse me, mate. And then he just comes over.
He is getting blind drunk. Each time Alex raises the pot, he also raises his glass.
Thanks, love.
After half an hour, Alex is becoming increasingly obnoxious. He's betting big on poor hands and losing the lot.
King eye. There you go, man. See? Pair of twos.
The marks may be getting tired of his behaviour, but Alex seems like an easy target, and they are more than happy to take his money.
Excuse me, mate, can I get another buy-in? Because I'm feeling it now.
Feeling flush more from the alcohol than the cards, Alex ups the ante, and what was a friendly game with a limit of £100 now has no limits.
I want to get some more money on the table.
Just a no limit buy-in.
Yeah, buy as much as you want.
1 hour, 10 minutes and 8 whiskies later, it's time to put the sting into action. It's Paul's turn to deal, and unknown to the marks, he's using his amazing sleight of hand skills to stack the deck. He is going to deal everybody great hands. This will encourage the marks to bet big, but of course there can be only one winner, and if all goes to plan, Alex should walk away with the lot.
Just because you love it.
When I was a kid, this was a game that I used to play.
Get one more, please, love.
The marks see Alex becoming increasingly careless.
Yeah, double scotch.
As he orders another drink, Alex apparently accidentally flashes his cards. 3 jacks.
Excuse me, love.
The marks spot it.
Can I ask you to make that,
They know that the incredibly strong cards they've been dealt will easily beat Alex's 3 jacks.
the Glenfiddich scotch, yeah? Thanks, love.
With the great cards they've all been dealt, and because they know what Alex has got, the marks all think they've got him beaten, and the bets in the pot suddenly get very large.
2?
I'll raise 750.
Ooh, the raise is 750. Oh, I like it.
What do you want?
I'll have 2.
They have one chance to swap some of their cards. Paul's stacking of the deck makes sure that each of them gets exactly what they need to turn their good hands into amazingly strong hands and lure them all further into the hustler's scam. There's a final round of betting, and thanks to the cards everyone got dealt by Paul, the stakes go even higher. Remember, Paul has dealt everyone what they think is a very strong winning hand. After several unexciting rounds, things have suddenly become very, very interesting.
What have you got?
I've got you, and you.
No, I've got you.
I love it. I love it. Big talk. I love it. I love it.
I've definitely got you in.
If you got me beat, I'm sick. I want to go all in.
Alex puts everything in the pot, but as they saw his 3 jacks, the marks all think they've definitely got a stronger hand. There is now over £1,500 in the pot. The stakes are high, and the tension around the table is even higher. It's crunch time. The players must now reveal their cards. If Paul has dealt them correctly, this should prove interesting.
I want to fold.
So who's seen who?
I've got a queen high flush.
Queen high flush.
Queen high flush.
Not a bad hand. Another excellent hand.
Which is the monster hand.
What you got? Do I?
Now it's time for Alex to reveal his cards.
Got queen, got 10, got 9, and I got an 8.
Alex has got a straight flush. In poker, only one hand can beat a straight flush.
What have you got?
4 grand kings.
And 4 kings is not it.
I love it.
Alex has won the lot.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Why not?
When you ordered your drink, I saw you put your card back and you had 3 jacks. Changed just 2 cards. You definitely cheated.
I had 3 jacks. I kept 1 jack.
No, you had 3 jacks and changed 2 cards.
Yeah.
Why would you change 2 jacks? Oh, okay, it is possible then.
I don't want to play with someone like you who accuses me of cheating.
The marks cannot believe it. Alex makes his excuses and leaves.
What's your name? Can you cash me out? I'm going for a... those boys in there don't like losing.
Yeah? I thought by changing 2, the best you can is quad jack.
No, I shuffled and he cut.
Oh, well, fair enough. It could
And
possibly happen.
he gave me the cards back.
Having cashed in his chips, Alex slips out of the bar £1,500 richer.
Straight crush. What are the odds of that?
With the marks still trying to work out what happened, Paul also leaves the table and joins Alex outside to split the money.
Oh dear, that was fun. That's pocket money at least.
He's working on the Mark's greed. They see an opportunity to have an easy game of poker and to win money from this person who's apparently drunk. So that kind of blinds them to the fact that that the poker player may be acting. They just think it's going to be an easy way to win.
But what you need for this scam to work is a good card mechanic and a drunk. Okay, now even though I'm pretending, I have to appear as annoying as possible.
Did you not see that coming?
He takes it down. Also, it detracts any attention from Paul when he needs to do his stuff. Can I get a...
And what Paul is doing is stacking the deck, controlling every card the players will get dealt.
Now, to make it simple to understand, we'll demonstrate it like this. I'm going to put the aces on top of the deck. They're face up so you can see them. And as I shuffle, I'm going to stack the cards. We then put exactly the right number of cards in between, like that. And that sets the aces for one round, but I have to do it for all 4 aces. So it has to be done quickly like this. So if I deal these cards out, you'll see that the aces are indeed going to Alex's hand, just like this. It takes years of practice, but as you can see, it is possible.
Using this clever shuffling technique, Paul rigs all the hands of cards.
Already 750.
So now this is where the subtlety comes in actually playing the psychology with the suckers. I've got 3 jacks, a 10 and an 8. What I did on the night is I put my 2 cards down here, keeping the 3 jacks. Now I want to show these to everybody, and I'm using the excuse that I'm drunk to flash my cards, because I'm very loose playing, so I'm looking around, hoping that everybody else can see these.
The other thing to remember here is that they have stronger cards than those 3 jacks. So they know that they've got Alex beat at this point with 3 jacks.
What they expect me to do is keep hold of these 3 jacks and change these 2 cards. But what I do instead is I actually throw away the 2 jacks and keep the jack, the 10 and the 8. So I'm going to actually go for a straight flush, which my friend Paul, because he likes me very much, will deal me the 9 that I need and the queen. So that's a big bluff. And in the speed of the game and with the attitude of the game, it's all over for them.
So luck had nothing to do with our hustlers' victory. But before we let the Marks have their money back, let's see what they make of their losing streak.
I knew I'd won that hand, and when I'd lost that hand, it's just unbelievable. I thought, my God, we've been done, yeah. To see those hands come out, I was like, yeah, that's it, we've been done, done like a keeper. Pulled, hook, line and sinker.
I loved it. I think it's brilliant.
All the cons in this show were for real.
Just wondering if you had 2 10s for 20.
Be aware of what's going on around you, and remember, if something seems too good to be true, then it probably is.
Stay with us tonight here on BBC 3, as on the way next we go conning the con men.